come on. Do you guys ever get your hands on your books? I mean, what is it all for? You're going to be a doctor. You know that? Don't you? Technically speaking, MBBS is not just an academic degree, but a passport to luxurious life. I really envy you. Really gives you tons and tons of money, more than you can spend in your whole life. Pretty girls all around, high social status and whatnot.
People think doing MBBS is as shown in Munna by Grey's Anatomy, but nobody knows the goddamn story behind the scene. It's no less than the life of Theon Greyjoy of GOT. Soon after admission, you are required to enjoy the ragging. The seniors are not yet done with you. Do their assignment, get booze, and even cook dinner for them. That's how your first year goes by. Forget about the dating. You don't even get a moment to stare at the greenery around you. There are 4 basic needs of human life: food, shelter, clothes, and sex. And if you abandon all this, you are a medical student. Schedule sucks. I mean, look at the syllabus. Basics, major, minor, PBL posting, seminar, assignment, EOP, test, mid-sem, end-sem, fuck me. Takes life out of you. You will forget how it feels like not studying. I wonder why people write doctors in front of their name. Silencer would have rather been a better designation. Silencer Ben Radevkota, Silencer Ben Carson. Sounds pretty appropriate. The only key to success in MBBS is Rattamar, aka mugger. At times you even forget the name of the topic you are mugging up. The entire basic science goes by trying to figure out the pink and blue slides. Sala this mapani Rattamar. If there is blackish tan at the edge of the side, that's squamous cell carcinoma. If the gross specimen seems like bulk of cow dung, that's carcinoma colon. That's how you deal with things in here. There is not a single day that goes by without you being reminded of who you are and what is expected of you if you are a scholarship student. How can you not be serious? Your education is paid for by Nepalese taxpayer, your education is paid for by Srimadidi, by us, and you take it for granted, blah blah blah. Even a third degree torture would be less painful and disheartening than being scolded for not studying 24 hours a day. But thanks be to God, NC now have become immune to bark. What the hell are Amnesty International and Human Rights Commission? A kid being tortured during Bye-Bye is the greatest violation of human rights. I mean, 2 versus 1, at times even 3 versus 1. A happy examiner is a myth. If you answer classification of the drug, they ask dose of the drug. You answer that, they ask minimum inhibitory concentration. You answer that too, they ask therapeutic drug monitoring. You answer that again, they ask drug interactions, and the torture goes on and on and on. On the top of that, you get to experience a full-blown catastrophic situation when you happen to be in Bible with some brainiac or topper of the batch. I mean, they'll get you for right there. An examiner asks a question, can you tell me something about thiazolidinate? Now here comes a question to the guy who knows about only Viagra, and that too its use only. So the answer comes in a very diplomatic way. Sir, it's a useful drug which is used in diseases of the mankind. It is prescribed by the doctors if need be. It has many side effects like nausea, vomiting and diarrhea. More importantly, it should never be used when contraindicated. But the same question is answered so terribly by the other guy as when some cow has been asked. I mean, he spells out in a single breath in terms of category of the drug, mechanism of action, dose, preparation, routes of administration, pharmacokinetics, dynamics, adverse effects, indications, contraindications, recent advancements and so whatnot. Why did one of my friends who goes by the name Vinay fail in exam? Not that he couldn't answer. The examiner asked a question, he answered from Simbulingam, while he was expected to answer from Gaitanangam. So the examiner did approve the answer. He said with utmost humbleness, Sir, I think this is what I have read. What is this? Who do you think you are? Who are you? Now Vinay lost his patience. Who? Who is but the firm following the function of what and what I am is a man in a mask. I am not questioning your power of observation. I am merely remarking upon the paradox of asking a marksman who he is. So in the most auspicious of day, permit me then in lieu of more commonplace sobriquet to suggest the character of this dramatic persona. Voila! In view a humble vaudevillian veteran, cast vicariously as both victim and villain by the vicissitude of fate, these visas no mere veneer of vanities or vestige of the vox populi, no vacant vanish, however this valorous visitation of a bygone vexation stands vivified and is vowed to vanquish this venal and virulent vermin-banguarding vice and vouchsafing the violently vicious and voracious violation of volition. The only verdict is vengeance or vendetta, held as a votive not in vain, for the value and veracity of such shall one day vindicate the vigilant and the virtuous. Verily, this visit was a verbiage fierce, most verbose. So let me simply add that it's my very good honor to meet you, and you call me Vinay. And after that, you all know the consequences. In medical colleges, it is not even a state of respect of students' opinion. For those who think undergrad students as a piece of crap, let me tell you clear and loud. Heparin, insulin, SNO, pancreatic biliary sphincter, and ether anesthesia are just some of the major discoveries of medical students. Ever since you get admitted to a med school, a question follows you. Babu, what are you gonna be a doctor of? And so some even end up saying, please be a doctor of backache, it's been killing me. Are bachche ka jaan lo hai kya? The kids just got started and people around come up with entire diseases of province. The story doesn't end here, they keep on haunting. Babu, are you not yet done with schooling? And trust me, this is like rubbing salt in the wound. And why would they not ask? I mean, look at the length of years one is bound to study. 10 complete years. Yes, you already tried 10 complete years before you get to breathe a breath of consolation. And if you've got plan on super specialization, I got know what to portray your miserable life. The struggle doesn't end here. Because you possess no professional experience, you are not trustworthy, even after 10 long years of relentless study. A few years thereafter, you are suddenly outdated, because your knowledge may not tally the modern day medicine. This is how you get screwed at each and every point of your career. Day by day, nothing seems to change. But 10 years down the line, a charismatic, handsome hunk end up being a senior citizen, and that too without hair on the head. I mean, why do people do MBBS? So that you can get married to a sexy damsel. But at the end of the day, the poor guy end up with some aunt. And why not? I mean, he himself has become an uncle. And for those who think life be like that of a doctor, ladies and gentlemen out there, you know nothing about the reality on the ground. After 10 years of nightmare, all you get is HIV needle pricks and tuberculosis. And by chance, if anything goes wrong, verbal abuse and physical massage is what you get as a token of love. Even an army on the battlefield may feel safer than the doctor. At least he knows his enemy. And the life outside the hospital is equally hostile. You can't even live your life to the fullest. If you get spotted drinking booze during party, every single son of a bitch stare at you as if you are some kind of fugitive convict or rapist.